Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So the LG V20 launches on T-Mobile today, October 17th. And they have all these promotions going on. So I just wanted to give you a video and give you some fine print and details on the promotion itself. It says there's a free headphone set and you can get $200 on a trade-in and you get a free tablet. Well, I know you guys can read, but let's break this down for the people who don't want to read the fine detail. So I actually just called T-Mobile because I was curious. I was in there buying a V20 and I was curious about the trade-in. So here's how this is going to work, and you can call and verify for yourself. I called T-Mobile and I said, hey, what's up with the $200 credit for the trade-in? And he said, well, you can trade in any 4G phone as long as it's 4G, has to be working, it has to be in good order. And I said, okay, does it have to be T-Mobile? He said, no. At first he said it needs to be paid off. So I guess he said that because, all companies now have the finance, and so that's what that refers to. So he said it doesn't have to be T-Mobile. It just has to be a phone that has no balance on it, no negative, nothing. It has to be a clear phone, clear IMEI basically, and it has to be 4G. Any phone. So you guys know that Walmart and Best Buy and all these places have tons of 4G phones that are just, you can just go in and pick them up for $10 to $100. You decide how much you want to spend in order to get that $200 credit. Now, fine print of that portion of this video. The $200 credit, you will get it. I can confirm you will get $200, but it's how you get the $200 credit. So if you are a T-Mobile customer, if you're not a T-Mobile customer, T-Mobile has a site that says T-Mobile trade-in. So go to google.com and then type in T-Mobile space trade-ins. You'll search that and it'll probably be the first one on the link there. There's a drop-down menu for all the different carriers, the brands, devices, everything. You can find the device that you want to trade in that link if it actually shows up there. And you can see the value that T-Mobile is going to give you for that phone. Now, if you trade in a phone that has no value, you can actually still trade it in. If your phone is not in their system or just has no value, I confirm that they say you can actually trade it in and they're not going to give you anything towards the trade-in. However, here's how they're going to give you the $200. LG is actually going to compensate you the $200 via email. An e-check is what it says. I don't got my glasses here. You're going to get it's an electronic, it says allow 8 weeks for it to deliver via email, and it's an e-check, and it says print the e-check and cash or deposit within 30 days. So there's kind of some fine print there with that. So if you in fact want to trade in any phone, you can, but it's going to take up to 2 months to get the email for the trade-in. Now you have to decide whether this is worth it or not for you. So if you have a phone that has a little bit of value and you want to trade it in, you'll get, let's just say you trade in a phone and T-Mobile says we'll give you $100. Well, here's how you'll get the other $100. You'll submit the promotion through LG and they're going to compensate the rest. I find that kind of a hassle, because I hate waiting on gift cards and, everything is always going to be some kind of, it's not like what you think, like instant. The only way it's going to be instant for $200 is if your phone that you're turning in is actually worth $200, and that is how you get the instant off of the phone if you're buying it in the store or doing it over the phone. They're going to check the value of the phone, and T-Mobile's going to check the value of the phone in their system, and then they're going to apply that towards your purchase balance. Now, if in fact you don't have, because if you're doing, and it has to be EIP by the way too, it can't be JOD, but you have to have a phone of some value in order to get that instant off like that. So if you have a phone that's more than $200, you trade it in. It's just a trade-in. That's all it is. They're just advertising it as though we're going to give you $200. That's just something to draw you in. So you can't just trade in any working phone and get an instant $200 with T-Mobile. You can have the $200, but you're gonna have to wait it out through LG, which could take up to 8 weeks via email. So they're gonna mail you an e-check via email. You print it, sign it, cash it, whatever you want to do. So that's how that portion of the video of the promotion works. If you take in a phone that's only worth $50, that's all you're going to get off of the purchase right at that moment. If you take in a phone that's worth $160, you'll have to file for your other $40 through LG. I personally, it's cool that they want to sell it this way, But we always have to be mindful and dissect these things. And I definitely called as I was in there purchasing. Shout out to Mark. He was on Twitter. I was like, oh, I didn't even see the $200 thing. So I went back on there, and sure enough, it says $200. I was focusing more on the free headphones. Now, let's move on to that. So the $200, you can have it, but depending on how much your device is worth at the time of your trade-in, that's what T-Mobile is going to give you. And the difference, you have to file a claim through LG, and they'll mail you by email a check that you print in cash or deposit. That is how that works. So the headphones is just like any other promotion. You buy it, you file a claim through the promotion website, and that's it. And you'll get your headphones within a couple of weeks or 2 months or so. Now the tablet. Don't be so quick to say, oh, I'm getting a free tablet. Here's how this is going to work. And I know this isn't old right here. They're just kind of throwing it in on this promotion too because they want to sell the LG tablets. So you can get a free tablet, but what they're going to do is they're going to credit you monthly for the tablet. And according to them, you have to add a line. So they want you basically to have they may be giving you a tablet free. I actually have the LG tablets now I have one of them that I've been on that promotion where you get a monthly credit for. But the thing is, they want you to keep that line open, and they want you to pay them monthly for the internet service on the line. When I got mine, it wasn't required. So mine is just kind of there, and because I have multiple tablets, so that one's just sitting there, and I'm getting a $10 credit for it. And it's been almost a year and a half now. It's just sitting there. It's still pretty much brand new in the box. And it's just sitting there, and I'm getting a $10 credit for it to offset it on my bill. I will, just for the record, me personally, I will never do that again. I hate promotions like that. Shouldn't say hate. I really dislike promotions like that because at the time, I wasn't diligent enough. I didn't really pay attention. I jumped out there and got it. And I'm not going to blame them because it's up to me to read the fine detail, which is why I make videos like this now. But I would definitely tell you to read the fine print. Dig into it. Ask questions. And or else I can help you. I'll make videos like this when I think it's something that's exciting that might deter you or something you really should pay attention to. So the tablet, they're probably going to want you to add a line. If you don't already have a line, they're going to probably want you to add a line. If you have one, they're probably going to tell you have to get internet. They tell you these things, but ask questions. As for the headphones, those are really free. You just have to file for the promotional site and get your promotional item, and you'll get your free headphones. But for the $200 for the trade-in on a 4G smartphone, it's not like what you think. I explained to you at the beginning of the video that detailed portion of that. I actually called them, and they basically, like I said before, they told me this is how you have to do it. And I thought, wow, this is really a hassle. So if I don't take a phone in there that has a little bit of value to it, I'm not going to get an instant 200. And it's not just 200. If I trade in a phone towards that phone, I'm going to get, if the phone is worth 400, I'm going to get 400 off. That's really what it is. So it's your man Jay Will. I will see you guys in the next video. This was just a recap summary, right, real quick. The LG V20 as of October 17th is up for pre-order. You can have all those things I just said, and I just explained to you in detail how you can do it. So leave a comment down below. Call and confirm yourself. See you in the next video. Take care.